It's an initiative from the NGV for the Melbourne Now exhibition as sort of a part of looking into the inner workings of, in this case, dance companies. And I thought it was a great initiative and a great moment also for the company to open up the doors and for an audience to have the chance to see what's happening in the daily life of a dancer particularly. My experience myself as an audience member, if you see people on stage, they can look almost like untouchable gods, and then you see them at work in the studio, you realize they're human beings and that they eat and that they might have a bit of hard time starting the day, and then they have that flourishing moment in the day. So I think that kind of connection with what a dancer's life is, I think, is very valuable. So you understand what happened before that moment seeing people on stage. So Countertechnique is the training method that I developed for dancers, and it helps dancers to warm up their bodies really carefully for rehearsal and also for performance afterwards. So in a Countertechnique class, the dancers first start working really slow, and then slowly by repetition of movements go faster and faster, and by the end of the class they fly all over the place. And Countertechnique works with a very different principle than old contemporary dance techniques. Old contemporary dance techniques work with the notion that you keep your control in your body through a center, and in Countertechnique we work with the distribution of weight in space, and that implies always energy directions and opposite energy directions. So if my head goes up, actually my feet at the same time go down. If my shoulders go side, both shoulders go side. Side, up, up. What we're doing now is we actually do preparation phase to go into rehearsal. So as I'm going to collaborate with a playwright for that particular work, he is working at home preparing text, and I'm working in the studio preparing movements. And then once we go in a real rehearsal next year, we will bring actors and dancers together and work with text, movement, improvisation, and through that we'll build a piece together. And then maybe also the whole thing. Yeah, no, this is